Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of It's Friday live from Augusoft. I'm Abby, and today I'm joined by our wonderful Director of Customer Service, Judy Brill. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Great. It's Friday.
Happy Friday. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much for taking time to join us this morning and chat with me a little bit.
Sure.
Today we'll be talking to Judy about some secret tips for Lumens users and summer activities. So Judy, what are some tips that you have for Lumens users that people or our users might not know about?
Well, when I think about tips, my first thought is when they're implementing. And so a new tip, for somebody new coming on board, I think it goes a long way to get their staff on board and let them know what's coming and, really to set the tone, to fire it up and make this a positive change. Because every now and then we run into groups where people feel like they're blindsided and they're not quite as open at that point. And then that kind of brings me to the next point too. And this is certainly true for any new one implementing Lumens, but particularly, and it can be true for people who are using it still, be open to change. I mean, you're implementing a new software or looking at a different feature in Lumens, perhaps because you want to change something. And so that sometimes is a little bit challenging for people to accept that, yeah, we can change things and maybe it will improve things. So that goes a long way. As far as customers who are using Lumens, they've got so much data in Lumens, and a lot of it is driven by what they want to collect. So I would say be thoughtful of the data that you're collecting and use it. There's tons of reports, and just getting in there and using those reports and digging into them and doing some analysis, wow, it's a lot of power.
Yes, definitely. And I'm starting to learn about all of the features that, we offer with our Lumens software. And yeah, those little tips and even tricks, just definitely, like you said, go a long way. And yeah, so thank you so much for sharing.
Sure. And we're always here to help.
Yes, exactly. And like I should have said when we started the video, if you have questions, please leave a comment below.
Sure.
Questions for Judy or anyone at Augusoft, feel free to leave a comment or send us an email. But Judy, on to a more fun note, not funner. What are some of your favorite things you like to do in the summer and get out there?
Well, I think right now, my most favorite thing is biking. We've really gotten into biking, and being in Minneapolis, we've got a trail system that is incredible. Mm-hmm. So we try to get out on the bikes as often as we can. And it's allowed us to see parts of the Twin Cities areas that I would never have seen otherwise if I weren't out on bikes. Because how often do you just go out exploring in your car? You don't. And besides that, the bike trails are a lot of times not on the same path. They're much more, remote and in the country, laid back. So that's honestly my favorite thing to do in the summer. I do love going to beaches, but that just has not worked out so much for us around the Twin Cities as much. So I would have to say biking.
Well, that's a great activity, way to keep active. And yeah, I definitely have to agree. When you drive around or, if you are going exploring in your car, you can't find those trails or those, you can easily pull over and get out of your car. Whereas on your bike, you can, just stop wherever you want and capture that great picture or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
very,
I've often decided since I've started biking that if I ever decide to, house hunt, that's actually, a good way to be able to really see and feel a neighborhood is to bike around it.
yes.
You're going much slower, you have better sound and yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
that's what I
definitely.
would do if I were looking for a new home.
Well, that is a great point. Well, if you ever are, I live right across from Highland Park Reserve in Bloomington. We have lots of trails that have been very busy all summer long. A lot of
I
people,
bet.
but there's a lot of hidden trails back there.
Yeah,
I don't frequent the trails very often, but definitely got a lot of good biking and walking, and we have a big
yeah,
lake over here. So, yeah,
yeah. And the trails have been very, very busy this summer, way
yes,
more than usual, but
yes, yes,
people
they
sticking
have.
close to home and just trying to get outside, they're very busy this year.
Yes, which I guess is a good thing. You know, people need to get outside, so got to do
It
what
is.
you do. Take advantage
Yeah,
of the nice days while we still have them, at least.
right. They're coming to an end
Yes, they are
all
sad.
too soon, I'm sure.
All right, cool. Thank you, Judy. Again,
Sure.
if anybody has questions for Judy or anyone at Augusoft, please leave a comment below or send us an email to info@augusoft.net. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great weekend and we will see you back here next Friday. Bye.
Bye, Abby. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.